Hello, Greentown families. Happy Friday to you. Hopefully you've had a great week. I know that we have here at Greentown. Want to say we're off to a blazing start with our pretzel rod fundraiser. World record pace so far. We've had a lot of boxes going out, not just the ones that went home the very first day with over 400 students, but also all the boxes that are being sold on a nightly basis. We have a lot of pretzel rods being sold in the North Canton community and beyond, and we appreciate all of your participation. Thank you for doing that. I know it's just kind of a couple weeks of chaos in terms of the pretzel rod selling, but we greatly appreciate it because it takes care of almost every event that the PTO does throughout the school year for not only our students, but also our staff and our families, and we greatly appreciate that. I also want to say thank you to all of the PTO volunteers that are coming in and donating their time in the morning to count boxes, to pass out boxes, to count money, and just make sure that everything goes well with the sale. So thank you to everyone for being a part of that, and hopefully that's one of the reasons we don't have to bother you again for fundraisers throughout the school year. It's fun for the kids, it's competitive, and it's really easy to go out and sell a couple of pretzel rods that taste good as well. So thank you again for your participation. Just a couple of dates that you need to remember with that. October 6th is going to be the last day that you can take boxes home. That's a Thursday because we don't have school on October 7th. And then all monies are due October 11th. If you're done selling and you want to turn in your money envelope, you don't have to wait until October 11th. You can turn that in any day. And we want to make sure that if you are selling another box, you have to bring back not only the money envelope, but the permission slip as well. That permission slip will give us the opportunity to then make sure that they get another box on their way home. If you're looking to buy more than one box, you have to come into the office to be able to do that. If you're looking to buy 2, 3, 4 boxes in advance because maybe you have something coming up or something like that, that has to be purchased in the office because we can't loan out that many boxes at once. So you do have to come and prepay for that. If you have any questions at all about the pretzel rods, you always want to go through the PTO. So email greentownpto@gmail.com. If you call the office, that's usually what we're going to do is we're just going to pass along the information to the PTO anyways. So make sure you're reaching out to the PTO because they're handling everything and we appreciate everything that they're doing with the sale. Also, a couple things coming up around the corner, something to put on your calendar if you are a third grade parent. Our third graders in the fall on October 25th and October 27th will take the Ohio State Test, OST we call it, in ELA. It's a part of the third grade reading guarantee, which is a mandate from the state of Ohio. They will be taking part 1 on that Tuesday, the 25th, and part 2 on Thursday, the 27th. And they're about 90 minutes in length, and we usually say the window for that is between 9 and 11 in the morning. So please, if you're making schedules for doctor's appointments and things like that, makeup tests are difficult. There's only a 5-day window for us to be able to do that. So we want to make sure that we get everybody in with those tests on the 25th and 27th, again from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock for the Ohio State tests in ELA, which is our reading. Also coming up around the corner, my conference time. I sent an email today and also posted about some directions to look for when you go to register for your conferences. The date that becomes open is October 6th. It is online registering through the website that I provided, my conference time. And we will be offering, once again, virtual and in person. We know that outside of school here, your evenings are probably very busy. I know that all of ours are in the evening with our families and things like that. So we want to make it easy for you. If it's easier to connect with us at a ball game or in the parking lot or at work or wherever you might be, you can do that virtually and be able to connect with us to help everybody together with your child. And then also, if you would like to come in person, we have those available as well. So make sure that you look for the email. I will send another one as a reminder on October 6th so that you know that afternoon after 4 o'clock you can get on and start registering for those slots. The fall is always with the homeroom teacher only. Now they do get information obviously from their teacher counterparts to be able to share with you that night, but we do it so that we can see everybody. That way that everybody gets an opportunity to sign up for a slot. And again, you will only be able to sign up with your child's homeroom teacher. So make sure you know who the homeroom teacher is and then select their name on the page when you go to register. Also, just a couple of reminders, another calendar invite or another calendar planning period for you to put down is October 7th, 10th, and 24th for the month of October, we do not have school. So again, that's October 7th and 10th and the 24th. So we have a long 4-day weekend towards the beginning of the week or the month, and then a longer weekend towards the end of the month as well. Also, if you are a 4th grade parent and your child is interested in 4th grade orchestra, we start that in grade 4. There's going to be an informational meeting for you at the North Canton Middle School auditorium at 7 p.m. on October 17th. If you have more information that you would like to inquire about, you can reach out to our orchestra instructor, who is Mrs. Wolf, and you can reach her at gwen.wolf, W-O-L-F, at northcantonschools.org. I know the students also were taking home some informational packets, which has a lot of information about 4th grade orchestra. So if you need something beyond that, feel free to reach out to Mrs. Wolf. Also, just a reminder, if you are calling off your child, we have 3 different ways to do that with absences. You can do so by emailing gtoffice at northcantonschools.org. That goes to both of our secretaries. And then we also have a link on our webpage. If you go to North Canton City Schools and click on Greentown, over on the right side of the website where my picture is, as well as some contact information, you will see a link that you can click on to make an absence online. And then if that doesn't work, you can also call 330-497-5645. So 3 different ways. We would prefer the email if you can, but we will take all 3 of them, whichever works best for you. Also, please make sure if you are sending in a note with your child, if that's a pickup or something along the lines that the office needs to know, please make sure that you are putting your child's first and last name on those notes, because believe it or not, we have a lot of students with the same name. So it becomes a little bit difficult if we get a note that just has a first name on it. So please, first and last names if you are sending a note into school. And last but not least, we will be having a dining night out in October. It will probably be maybe a little bit of a crossover into October and November, but it's going to be through Marco's Pizza. We will send out those dates at a later time, but we are looking forward to another great partnership with Marco's this year to kick off the school year with one of our first dining nights out. And we're looking to break those down to make it a little bit easier, not only for Marco's, but for our families too, and have our grade levels be an individual night. So 3rd grade would be one night, 4th grade would be another night, and 5th grade would be another night after that. That's all that I have for updates this week. I hope that you have a great weekend, Greentown. We'll see you back here on Monday.